If you've watched my previous market updates, you know that I am generally looking at the average home price trends. Today, we're going to dive deep into the data. I've pulled the MLS sold homes data for the past 90 days so I can show you what you can buy at various prices per square foot. So let's take a look. There were 300 homes sold via the MLS in the last 90 days. That does not include villas. I excluded that, and I'll do a villas video someday, but for today, it's not included. The sold price per square foot ranged from the low $96 per square foot all the way up to $499.72 a square foot. In this first video, we'll show you homes up to $252 per square foot. That's the average here in the Villages. In part two, my next video, I'll show you homes from that mark, the $252 per square foot, all the way up to $499. By the way, I'm Shannon Lee Sanford, your data-driven, no-pressure neighbor. I live in the northern region of the Villages, in the Village of Piedmont, and it's my mission to make you smile while helping you maximize your investment. Okay, let's look at homes from least expensive to a little more expensive. It's rare to find homes that are $100 a square foot here in the Villages, but we found one that was sold for $96 a square foot in the historic section. It's a manufactured home, a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and is 1,144 square feet. It's more common to find homes that are $140 to $170, and they would be manufactured homes in the historic section as well, ranging from 1,100 to 1,200 square feet. These would be sold for $140,000 to $250,000. But here's a great example of a non-manufactured home that was built in 2001 in the northern region of the Villages. It's a 3-2 with 2,000 square feet, sold for $159 a square foot. Let's get a little more expensive. Occasionally, you can find a 20 to 25-year-old larger home ranging from 1,900 to 2,100 square feet from $160 to $180 a square foot. These homes typically are looking for someone to come in and give it a good refresh. Maybe they have original carpet, wallpaper, original appliances, and maybe the landscaping's overgrown. Just a side note, just because it's an older home does not mean it's in a bad area. There are no bad areas in the Villages. Many of the homes that are $180, $190, or even $200 a square foot probably were built in the late 1890s or early 2000s. And in this price range, they are still a bit dated, most likely, probably will not have a pool or won't have a view on a golf course. But even if it does need a little updating, it'll go for a much higher price when it is. Here's a good example. A 2,069 square foot lantana right next to Glenview Country Club. It's a 3-2 and was built in 2001. It sold for $181 a square foot, which is just over $374,000. But you can tell it needs a little TLC. Here's another home that's 2,000 square feet. It was built in the year 2005 down near Lake Meona. It sold for $195 a square foot, and you can see the landscaping and the floors need a little help. And here's a home that sold for $212 a square foot, and it's built in 2008, located in the central region of the Villages. It's 1,724 square feet, and it's a Whispering Pine floor plan. As you can see, this home has a nice screen porch, but could use a bit updating too. Let's jump to a home that sold for $226 a square foot. This home was built in the year 2011 and is located down near 466A. It's in the Village of St. James and is 1,611 square feet. You can tell that it's a nice home, but not over the top. These next two will really show you the contrast in the Villages. Here's a 2-2, 1,248 square foot home built in 1990 in the historic section that sold for $240 a square foot because it's on a golf course and has amazing views. And then there's this beautiful Lily Designer home that's a 3-2, 1,939 square foot built in 2012 that sold for $242 a square foot just south of 466A. Let's finish this first video, part one, with two homes that sold for $252 a square foot. This is what we said was about the average dollar per square foot here in the Villages. This first one is a 1,468 square foot home in the northern region, and it has been remodeled inside. It has no carpet and the lanai has AC. Oh, and it looks over the preserve, so there's no neighbors behind them. The last one for today is south of 466, not far from Lake Sumter Landing. It's a 2,000 square foot lantana that was built in 2006. This home was move-in ready with everything painted and updated. It also has a beautifully enclosed lanai with heating and air. This one still had a bond balance on it, which is something to pay attention to because it does affect your total investment. It looks like a great home though. In part 2, the next part of this video, we'll take a look at the homes from $252, remember that average dollar per square foot, all the way up to $499 a square foot. And I can't wait. Here's my takeaway. If you're looking for a bargain, something that you can get into and update the way you'd like to, you generally find that with some of the older homes. They'll probably be 15 to 25 years old, but you won't have to worry about a bond payment. Just remember, value is pretty much determined by location, location, as well as how well the home has been maintained or has it been updated. In the meantime, if you need help buying or selling, I'm Shannon Lee Sanford, your data-driven, no-pressure neighbor. Just a reminder, what are we reminding? Location and how well it's been maintained and updated. Yeah. Here's another home that is 2,000 square foot, and it's 2,000 square feet. It's 2,000 square feet. Oh my gosh, this has been recording the whole time. You need help buying or selling, I'm Shannon Lee Sanford, your no-driven, data-driven, no-pressure neighbor. Here, happy to do something. In the meantime, if you need help buying or selling, I'm Shannon Lee Sanford, your... How do I not know who I am?